We accidentally created a time rift in Stardew Valley, with the keyword in that sentence being accidentally. It all started out so innocently. We were just bored and wanted to mess around together on a multiplayer modded farm, but then, after Ashton completed the last bundle of the game with a click of a button from CJB Cheats menu, it all went downhill from there. This is the story of how we accidentally created a time rift in Stardew Valley.
I can pick up stuff from the dinosaur. Wait, no, William, you see how
you're
they...
in the
yeah.
you're in the
I'm
technical future.
What the what?
William kept asking me to fill his inventory because he wanted me to do the chest glitch.
Amos, can I have some items, please?
But that glitch had been patched, so he moved on to bigger and better things, like spawning a metric ton of dinosaurs for some reason, and this comes with a little volume warning.
Is that what I think it is? There'd be some dumb...
Hey, William.
Don't.
Please don't.
Now the first sign of this time shift was when Ashton said,
Dude, I can't pick up anything from the dinosaurs.
I can pick up stuff from the dinosaur.
wait, stop right there. Ashton just said that he couldn't pick up anything from the dinosaurs, but then I just said I could. Then 5 to 10 seconds later he said this.
Hearing things that aren't happening.
This was the first sign that someone had shifted dimensions and that Ashton was actually in the past from now on.
Guys, it's lagging a lot.
Why
You
is
can't
that?
pick up any of these items though.
Now we've already discussed that Ashton is in the past, but then Finn says, guys, it's lagging a lot, and starts running away from the dinosaurs that aren't there for me, but they are there for him because he is now in the past. And so is William, because Ashton and William both kill dinosaurs that aren't there for me in the future. Or because I'm the host, I guess you could call it the present. But it gets even crazier than that. In Stardew Valley, there are these things called debug commands. Debug commands are hidden commands that are built into the game to help out whoever is making or testing the game. Now, using the Smappy console and the knowledge of this particular wiki page, I can do this. Yep, that's right. I just spawned a coop and a barn out of thin air. The command that I put in also did 3 more things. One of these things was that it added 20,000 more gold to my wallet. One of these things was that it upgraded / added stuff to my inventory. And the other one was a bit more severe. Do you notice anything out of the ordinary in this frame? Well, you probably don't. And if you don't, then pay close attention to this patch of grass right here. Now, about 5 minutes before I used the command, this patch of grass looks like this. Now, about 5 minutes after I used the command, it looks like this. Do you notice a difference? Yep, that's right. The command that I put in that I thought would only do these 3 simple functions actually had another function that I overlooked that somehow made the greenhouse vanish out of thin air. This function being removes all farm buildings and completely clears large areas of the current farm. Now, I thought that removes all farm buildings meant removes all the removable farm buildings like coops, barns, etc. But apparently it meant removes all farm buildings including the unremovable ones. But that was only the start of the debug spawning commands.
Just going to Ginger Island.
Spot the difference.
Yep, I just covered the entire farm in fish ponds. Now, if we just ignore the fact that this dinosaur just randomly time traveled right in front of me, you will notice that everyone else is walking through the fish ponds. Because remember, they are in the past, so these fish ponds do not exist yet for them. About half a minute after I spawned these fish ponds, I finally realized that Finn is indeed walking through them.
Wait, how are you walking through the ponds?
I'm stuck in Ginger Island.
No.
I'm stuck in the
Finn
loading
is
screen.
walking through ponds.
Because Finn is walking through the fish ponds on my screen, I am too focused on that, and I ignore an important sentence from Ashton.
I'm stuck in Ginger Island.
But the thing is, on my screen, Ashton is still killing invisible dinosaurs and glitching out. So does that mean that I'm actually in the past and everyone else is in the future? Well, not quite. We figured out what was going on here a little bit later on.
Wait, no,
Like,
William, you see how
You're
they...
in the
yeah.
you're in the
I'm
technical future.
But to figure out if I am in the past or the future, we first had to realize that we were in fact in different dimensions at the same time. At this point, I was just really confused on how Finn was walking through all the fish ponds, and no one else had the fish ponds on their screen, so I proceeded to share my screen with William to show him what was going on.
you see fish ponds?
Yeah, I spawned. I'm gonna stream my screen right now.
Then, it happened. Ashton was officially the first person to realize what had fully happened.
Uh-oh.
It's gonna be like an alternate reality.
I am. I can't believe you guys. You're just walking through the fish ponds.
And then, it finally hit William.
Oh my god, we're all in different fucking realities. Finn sees dinosaurs, Amos sees ponds, I see fire.
Hold up. William just said he sees fire, and Finn just died to a dinosaur that wasn't there. Now, we know that Finn's in the past, so he died to one of the past dinosaurs. However, William just said that there is fire on his screen. But on my screen there was never fire. And remember, William is in the past, so therefore no fire should exist on his screen. But because there is fire that exists on his screen, it means that he is now in a different past to what I was in. Yeah, this is gonna get really complicated real soon, if it isn't already. Over the next few minutes, a couple of things happened. I decided to get rid of the fish pond so I could build a cabin for Ashton, because he had tried to go to Ginger Island and crashed the game so many times that the game somehow removed his character.
Wait, Amos, can you build a cabin real quick? I think my character just got removed.
I accidentally
Hold up.
Build a cabin, bro, please.
Hold up. Oh, I got rid of them. I got rid of the fish ponds. Alright, I just built a stone cabin.
And then, I made the best decision of my life by asking William something.
Hey William, what reality are you in?
Fire. Everywhere.
What do you mean?
I was evidently confused, but just seconds later, this fire finally spawned on my screen.
I mean, fire everywhere.
What do you mean, share your screen?
I mean, oh shit,
Oh,
fire
yeah.
everywhere.
And now that this fire had caught up to my screen, it was now time for William to catch up to my past.
How?
It's just loading forever, trying to catch up to you. Now it's requesting the construction of a fish pond 80 billion times.
Oh,
So,
you guys are in the past.
Yeah, the loading is trying to catch up to you.
And then, William had another breakthrough.
Dude, we fucking teleported.
You guys are.
Those,
Wait, no,
like,
William. You see how
you're
they?
in the
Yeah.
you're in the
I'm in the
technical
future.
future.
But you're in a different
I placed
past.
those and they went to your. Oh my god!
So you're in a
just created
different
a time.
past.
We created a time hole.
We created.
Now, for anyone that is really confused right now, this is what happened. William spawned so many dinosaurs that he lagged Finn, Ashton, and himself into the past. And then I spawned in all those fish ponds, but because they were lagging behind so much, those fish ponds didn't exist for William yet. So William started spawning another metric ton of magma sprites, and because the fish ponds weren't there yet, but he was still in the past, him spawning all those magma sprites made him edit the past, making him create an alternate past that he was now in. But then those magma sprites from William's alternate past somehow made its way to my future. And then the fish ponds that I spawned a couple of minutes ago finally caught up to William's past and sent him back to the normal past, but now there was a bunch of magma sprites in the normal past. So if you're feeling a little bit confused, just remember this, because this is the current timeline. See, all that time traveling stuff is cool and that, but next I did something I probably shouldn't have done. I started messing with time. Here's a quick question for you. What's the latest time you can stay up till in Stardew Valley before you pass out? Well, if you said 2 AM, then you would be right. So now tell me, what is wrong with this picture? Yeah, 3:10 AM. This picture is kinda funny too. Also, the text that displays the numbers should be read like this. Now, as some of you people may have observed, something else is also very wrong in this picture. That being, the clock handle is supposed to look like this, not this. But I guess that's what happens when you change time to something literally impossible in the game. Up until now, all this weird stuff like the disappearance of the greenhouse and the time traveling and whatnot could all be explained. But next, the literal impossible happened. Junimos. So, there I was, minding my own business when I look down to the bottom of my screen and just see this.
That's normal. What do you mean?
William,
They're meant to
look
be
at my
there.
screen.
Alright, let me. What? What have we done?
The only normal possible way for you to get Junimos on your farm is through the Junimo huts that you can ask the wizard to build for you on your farm after you've completed a certain endgame quest. Now, we never completed that certain endgame quest, which definitely means we had 0 huts on the farm. Also, I never used any debug commands that could have spawned a Junimo hut. Now, with this knowledge in mind, you could hear just how confused William and I were. So I went and asked the only other person in the call who could have any slight idea of what was going on.
Ashton, are these there for you?
No, but I'm pretty sure they might be there because I did all the community center stuff and then crashed and then respawned during the cutscene in my cabin.
Hold up. You know that cutscene I showed at the start of the video in the intro? You know, the one where Ashton completed all of the community center bundles in one click thanks to the CJB cheats menu. Well, Ashton just said that when he was in that cutscene, his game crashed, so when he rejoined, his game was still in a cutscene state. I didn't realize just how unusual this was until I asked Ashton about it several days after this whole event had happened. When Ashton rejoined, he was in his bed, except the skip button at the bottom left corner of your screen that you usually get in a cutscene was there, and he couldn't move until he clicked the skip button. So what Ashton is saying is that these Junimos could be a consequence of this weird cutscene state that happened to Ashton. However, we're not 100% sure if this is exactly the reason for these Junimos. Either way, it doesn't make this next part any less astonishing. Just like any good segment in this video, it all started off with William asking me to find his character.
Hey Amos, check to the right, see if my character's there.
So, I went looking for his character.
Wait. Bus stop?
I'm at the bus stop apparently.
No, not. Missing person file a report.
But he wasn't there. So William told me what had happened.
I'm stuck. I was going to the bus stop and I'm stuck in a loading screen.
Oh.
I'm waiting to catch up with the future.
And then we realized just how badly I messed up the time.
Oh guys, look at the time.
Once I spawned.
420.
No. Look at the handle.
What? What?
What is the handle doing?
Why is it 4 AM?
Next, I wanted everyone to go to sleep, but William was stuck in the loading screen and Ashton just refused to go to sleep. So I set it to 2 AM so that everyone would be forced to pass out. Or so I thought.
This might save me. This might bring me back into.
Has passed out.
bring me back into the future. Oh no! Oh no! I'm stuck in the past.
Who's the last player?
It's me. It's me. I'm stuck in the past.
Ashton suggested to William that he should just close this game, but William wasn't having it. He wanted to see where this would go.
William, just Alt F4.
Yeah, just Alt F4.
I'm not leaving, man. I gotta see this loading screen 10 minutes till the end.
But you see, I was on Ashton's side. I kind of wanted to load until the next day too. So I tried to kick William.
William, I'm gonna kick you, bro.
You just quit the first time.
William, I'm gonna kick you.
I know it's not gonna kick me.
William, I'm gonna kick
No, it's not gonna be able to kick me.
And William was kind of right. It didn't let me kick him.
Wait, I must type /kick for.
I have.
Still here.
To make sure the game wasn't bugged, I tried to kick Ashton, which worked. So next I tried to ban William, which also didn't work.
I
banned William. I banned William, but he's still here.
I am eternal.
But then Ashton rejoined, and once again did the impossible. He switched dimensions. Again. Look, it gets even more confusing. Just watch this.
Amos, I'm in the next day. What?
Also, I was in the future, but William and Ashton, who were in 2 different paths, could both see me typing.
I can type! I can type! I can type into the future!
Amos, I'm on Tuesday right now. I can see you typing.
Now, originally in the day, what I thought had happened was that we were in Monday, and then Ashton left and rejoined into Tuesday. But what actually happened is that we were in Tuesday, but then Ashton left and rejoined into Tuesday, while William and I were waiting to go to Wednesday. Also, as we shortly found out afterwards, the time in Ashton's day was counting backwards instead of forwards.
I'm on Tuesday
Hold
now.
up. What's the time? Tell me what the time is right now.
It's 4:30.
Alright.
AM or PM?
What time is it now?
Hey, let's watch my stream.
What time is it now?
It is now 5:30.
Okay.
5:40.
So I have no effect on the game anymore.
And then I realized something. It was 5:50 AM, not PM. A time that is impossible in Stardew Valley.
Wait, it's 5:50 AM.
It's
Yeah, it's
5:50
5:50 AM. Wait a minute. How's
No,
it 5:50
it's going backwards.
AM?
The last thing I just said was that it's going backwards, because the clock on Ashton's screen was going backwards, just like it was before in that time segment I did. Now, just before I move on to the conclusion of this story, I just want to reiterate just how messed up Ashton's past is. Like, it's even worse than William's past somehow. So basically, Ashton and I were trying to sleep till Wednesday, the next day, but because William wasn't up to the sleeping part yet, we couldn't go to the next day because we needed all 3 players. Now, I couldn't leave because I was the host, and William didn't want to leave because he wanted to catch up to us. He wanted to see where I would go. Now, I couldn't kick William, so I kicked Ashton just to make sure that I could, like, still kick people, that it still worked. So then Ashton rejoined after I kicked him, but instead of going to the next day or joining in a sleeping state, he joined back into Tuesday, but at the start of Tuesday, even though I was at the end of Tuesday and William was somewhere in the middle of Tuesday. So now, because Ashton is at the start of Tuesday, all those magma sprites and magma shards are there, but because they're not supposed to be there yet, he can't interact with them. So somehow Ashton made an alternate past that was different to William's alternate past and just way worse. Like, it was more messed up. Somehow. And now, for the final segment of this video. The closing of the timelines. By the time we got to this stage, it was getting pretty late, and I had to get off my computer, so I couldn't wait for William to load into the next day, because we just didn't know how long it would take for him to load in, which sadly meant that the story had to come to an end.
Guys, I'm so close to just quitting the game.
Yeah, no, quit the game.
If
Just
quit the game, I want to see
Wait,
what happens.
Amos, I want to sell like an actual bomb.
No, Smappy grayed out for a second and it wouldn't close for a second. Like the
I'm
logo,
still in
you know
the
how
game.
the logo's yellow? It became grey for a second.
Wait, Amos, did you quit game?
Yes, I'm reloading.
I'm still in the game!
William, share your screen.
I'm already. Oh my god. Alright, the server is close connection.
Been
Oh my
over here
God,
just
oh
like.
my God.
I did, however, rehost the same farm after I closed the game, just to make sure everything was back to normal.
We have to run some experiments. I'm gonna kick you real quick.
Alright.
It's gonna kick you though.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright.
You're
yeah,
back to the present.
And that is the story of how we accidentally created a temporal rift in Stardew Valley. Thank you for watching the video. I'll put the links to the channels of my 3 friends featured in this video in the description. None of them have content quite yet, but they all plan to once they get over certain roadblocks. So if you are viewing this video days, weeks, months, or even years in the future, then I suggest that you check their channels out, because they may have something there that interests you. Thank you to my 5 channel members Catherine, Fibble000, Father Solaire, Ashton, and Stealthmacker. If you want these cool badges, epic emotes, a special role on my Discord server that comes with a secret voice and text channel, and you want shoutouts in all my videos, then go ahead and make yourself a gamer today by purchasing the gamer tier. And if you want all of that, plus new videos a couple of hours to a day early, exclusive video updates, and occasional member-only videos, then go purchase my Epic Gamers tier today, for whatever the hell this is in your currency.
Do you think I have $17?
I don't know, you might.
Yes, I am poor. My family's going through a drought right now. My mum is struggling to pay rent.
Get wrecked.